I will just give the highlights. Well, as the year of the goat arrives, I wish to make use of this opportunity to give my best wishes to all. And you know, in this year is the year of goat. And when you add goat and water, so goat plus water, what is it? You don't know. It's ozone. Yeah, that's right. So actually, in the past few months, I used to walk along the water-getting grounds, especially the Taitam Reservoir. I don't know whether you have been there. It's pretty dry. I asked my colleagues that we should take some photographs. Hong Kong people have been used to have, when they turn on the tap, a lot of water, clean water, no problem. But if you look at these impounding reservoirs, if you find that the water level is dropping, then that will be a good reminder to us that if we don't have sufficient local yield, then we have to heavily rely on imported water. So what I want to present in my first slide, I just want to give the highlight. Most of the messages have been presented by Mr. Ma. So if you ask me, the water security problem in Hong Kong, what is it? It's mainly because of our fluctuating water supply, right? If you look at the bottom chart, you can see the difference is 250 million cubic meter per year. 250 cubic meters, quite a lot. Our annual water consumption is about 950 to 60, 950 and 60. But if the local yield can fluctuate, and the difference can be 250, so you can see quite a lot. If we have a steady local yield, then the water security problem is quite different. We just add on what we do not have. For example, if we can provide, say, 100 million cubic meter, then we lack 800. If we can provide 300 million cubic meter, then we lack 600. Then we can import 600. That's very clear. In the Legislative Council, there has been much discussion about why we have to import 820 million cubic meter, whereas over the past, we just use sometimes 600, sometimes 700. And I hope this will explain. Because we have a fluctuating local yield, as much as 250. One choice is that we can just ask for, from the mainland, say 600 million. And then in case we have a very bad drought, then we can ask, can you give me 200 million cubic meter? So what's the problem here? Actually, over the past, we have 3 years touching 220. So what's the next drought? We don't know. Here you can see the challenges on the Dongjiang water supply. If they do not have any challenges, that means if the Dongjiang water supply is abundant, no competition, always full of water, then there's no problem. If we ask for, say, 100 million cubic meters where we need it, and they can give it, no problem. But why should we ask for more water? It's because we have a drought period. But we share the same climate with the Dongjiang water. According to the Hong Kong Observatory, the situation becomes worse. And if we are dry, all the Dongjiang water river area, they are dry. And there are other 7 cities in Guangdong also that share the same main water source, that is from the Dongjiang water. Our calculation is if we mix the same drought period as bad as 1963, then the Dongjiang River capacity can be reduced by more than 50%. So you can see, can we survive? So you can see that in the lower chart, the triangle with the red triangle is the shortage. It's a shortage that means that we have to do something about it. The strategy is that either we have to explore new water resources, or we have to contain the demand growth. But if you want to contain the demand growth, it's not easy, especially for the young generation. I've been promoting water conservation for several years, and the problem is the people simply don't feel the need. Why should we conserve the water if we can so easily get clean water by turning on the tap? So this is something that we have to work hard. And a few days ago, I chair an organizing committee meeting with all sorts of organizations from Hong Kong, because we want to gather all the efforts from the environmental group, from the hotel and catering industries, from the school headmasters. All together, we want to organize a conservation week starting from this year. We hope that we can gather our efforts and then promote the water conservation. In the first sessions, someone asked about the mandatory measures. I just want to supplement here. In Singapore, they took about 5 years to legislate. That is to mandate the installation of these hardware measures, water efficient appliances. That's very successful. In Hong Kong, perhaps we'll do it in 2 stages. First, for new buildings, we are thinking that whether we can issue a new code saying that all new buildings, you have to install water appliances with a label, that is water efficiency label. That's for new buildings. The next step, perhaps, for existing buildings, what we can do is, just like Singapore, all the water appliances in Hong Kong must have a label. Then that's a different, then we need legislation. New water resources, I don't want to spend time here, I just want to report the progress. We will seek funding from the Legislative Council this year to start the design. The timetable is 2020. We will complete the commissioning of the seawater desalination. That will be the first one. Water reclamation, our plan is to provide the water, the reclaimed water by 2022. And coupled with the seawater for flushing, that will cover 90% of the population in Hong Kong. Water conservation, I just want to say our new strategy. Bottom, we have multi-sectoral joint effort. Just I want to go out and meet other stakeholders to promote water conservation. And the second one is what we in Chinese we say 軟硬兼施, that is software and hardware measures, both. Not only the change the habit, but also we have water efficient appliances. The last one is, just mentioned, voluntary before mandatory implementation. I don't want to mention too much about this wind. We will start developing it this year, and I hope that within 5 to 6 years we can fully complete it. And also we are exploring a new measure, what we call the data mining techniques. There's something prevailing in other countries like Australia. We hope that we can have a probabilistic approach to detect water main leakage. That's all for my part. Thank you.